Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Breaking news, bestie. Monique Samuels is returning to Real Housewives of Potomac next season, season 10. She will be a friend of, but wait, Karen is in jail. Who is she going to be a friend of? Ashley. Her and Ashley are cool. Because she don't fool with Giselle. Giselle don't fool with her. Giselle was giving her jealous vibes from day one. Remember about the 5 houses that Monique had to remind Giselle about? She was like, I'm a rich girl. I'm really rich. Husband is a football player, maybe a retired football player. But yeah, baby, we swimming in the dough. So don't come over here with that drama. And remember, her and Wendy aren't real cool because Wendy sided with Giselle during their altercations and their back and forth. So I guess she's going to be Ashley's friend. And I can see it now, besties. Ashley and her sitting down at some cafe outside discussing her coming back into the fold. And Ashley's going to be explaining who Kiana is and who Stacy is and who else we got. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait. Do we need another housewife? I wish it would be Candice and her tissue and Chris and that baby. I really wish they would come. That was my hope. That was my dream. Because, I really didn't like Monique. She had that no nonsense attitude. She was a tad bit bougie, Miss Goody Two Shoes. That's why her mother in law didn't like her. But anyway, mother in law's like, Chris, send that one on back. And you guys know, it has to be rough to be in love with a man and he loves his mom and his mom loves him, but she don't like you and you don't like her. That got to be rough. So anyway, remember Candace came on The Real Housewives of Potomac for season 2, and she made her departure after season 5's reunion. Now remember, she was charged with second-degree assault with her and Candias got into it in season 5. Remember they were at the winery and they was going back and forth and back again. And honey, glasses was being thrown, hands, bows. Karen was like, wait a minute. We was like, we don't do all this. They turned into Love and Hip Hop real quick. So yeah, because we all know Monique is about that life as Giselle, because Giselle don't want none. And then I could see her sitting down with Giselle, right? Because Monique will be different now that she's divorced. Giselle has kind of calmed down now that she don't have Robin. And maybe they can be friends or cordial and, have fun and move on. Let's have some fun. We need this, okay? So, and wasn't Monique pregnant when she was trying to throw bows with Candy Eyes? Now, why was she allowed back? Oh, but you know what? Portia kept her job after she put hands on Kenya at their reunion. Remember, Kenya was waving that wand in her face? Yeah. Okay. And then, okay, so let me tell y'all how Bravo just threw this all on us on a Saturday morning. Okay. I didn't even see it because I ain't been on until just now. But after coming off the back of Miss Britt Eady, I don't know if you guys saw my post yesterday, but honey, Britt has filed a $20 million lawsuit with Bravo in the NBC universe and all that stuff, right? Not suing Kenya because she ain't got that. She going to the money. Okay. This is getting deep. And I believe, besties, the suit is behind defamation of character and being exposed in that kind of a way, the freaky tales way, I'm sure it's a whole bunch of stuff lined up with that. So it's kind of fishy how Bravo was like, oh, you gonna throw that on us? First of all, on Thursday, you gonna do a no-show. Friday, you gonna expose us with a lawsuit. Okay, so Saturday morning, let's call people and bam, throw it on you. So this is the article that people put out this morning. It says production for the show is currently underway in Maryland, with last season stars Giselle, Ashley, Dr. Wendy, Kiarna, and Stacy. They're all filming again. Samuels will be joining the cast as a supporting capacity, which means she'll be a friend of. And then I'm thinking, besties, you know she cool with Karen. Maybe she'll be a friend of this season to kind of just get her feet wet, balance out being single, seeing how it goes being single, checking on her mental health or whatever, because we don't want her to end up like Katie. Remember Katie? Child, she didn't left the mental facility again. She's just suffering from mental health, and we just need to keep her in our prayers. But Monique, maybe she'll come back because this will be season 10. So maybe it's season 11, when Karen makes her way back, maybe then Monique will be a full-time housewife. Uh-huh. Okay, so let me continue. Her comeback to the series that first made her a fan favorite, I don't know about all that. It later sparked one of the most talked about departures in Housewives history, comes to a pivotal time in Samuel's life. The 41-year-old Mila Eve Essentials owner finalized her divorce from former NFL offensive tackle Chris Samuels, 48, in September 2023. She and Chris were married for 11 years and are parents to daughter Milani, who's 9, and sons Christopher, who's 12, and Chase, 6. Monique's in a totally different place now, and fans will see that, a source tells people. She's excited to show who she is now, not as a wife, not just a mom, but as a woman starting over and taking on life on her own terms. Well, that is so nice. Okay, here goes some more. Let's see. Bravo viewers first met Monique when she joined RHOP in season 2 back in 2017. It didn't take long for the entrepreneur to make her mark on the show with her quick wit, luxury lifestyle, and no nonsense attitude. But by season 5, tensions among the cast, particularly with former co-star Candace Dillard Bassett, boiled over in an explosive on-camera altercation that dominated headlines and divided fans. Okay, and is that it? That's it. So, yeah, she will be back as a single woman. Oh, goodness. So, I'm thinking, Mia replaced Monique in season 5 or whatever. And that was like Monique is going to replace Mia. If she lets us know she was not fired from Real Housewives of Potomac, they actually asked her to be on uh, the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, but the money wasn't right. No, no, no. They asked her to be on Ultimate Girls Trip, but she didn't want to. She tried to be on Traders, but the money wasn't right with Traders. What else I want to tell you guys? Remember, Monique made history, y'all, housewife history, when she came onto the reunion and had that binder with her full of receipts, calling out Giselle and everybody else, Karen and whoever else, right? So let's talk about the divorce, y'all. So she did not get a lot in that divorce. There was a prenup. Uh-huh. She didn't get any child support or alimony. And she wanted to make it seem morally that she married for love and not money. So I'm thinking, well, why was the mother-in-law really not liking her if she wasn't gonna walk away with no money, no bright, shiny gold coin? So what she did get was a sum, a lump sum, and that is it. And with that money, Monique bought a house for her and her kids, and she built her brand. So they say, honey, and I remember Monique said that she would never do reality TV again, but she graced our screens 2 years later after she departed from the Real Housewives of Potomac. She appeared on Love and Marriage DC for one season, and she said that Carlos did her worse than Andy. So she left Love and Marriage DC because her and Chris decided to file for a divorce. Hmm. And she's no longer on her radio show. She tried to go to YouTube, and then she did one or two shows and we didn't see her anymore. But honey, the blogs are saying that Monique craves attention, honey, and she needs a check. Okay. Okay. So Monique says she was miserable in her marriage, and we will see a new Monique, and we will see Monique without Karen, without Robin, and Candace. This is going to be new. So Giselle, we gonna need you to just get it together. Y'all need to just kumbaya. So, and I also found out today they were filming in, Potomac, DC, Maryland, wherever they were. But it's Pride. They were at the Pride parade, and they were on Giselle and Ashley's GNA float. And Monique was there. All the girls were there having a good time. So looks like things are headed in the right direction. Will Monique save Real Housewives of Potomac? I hope so, because honey, I ain't gonna lie, season 9 was a snooze fest. it was. It was a true snooze fest. So we have that to look forward to. I really wish, because it seems like we need to replace Karen. And it would be so good to bring on Candace. Come on, Bravo. Hit us up tomorrow morning. Hit us up tomorrow morning and tell us Candace and that baby gonna be on the show on season 10. I would love it. Come on, because come on. You surprised us with this. So just surprise us one more time. Make Sunday good. Because we really gonna need a good season. Excuse me, besties. And then when Karen joins back onto the cast, then it'll be even better. Like she could just get right on in and fool la la with everybody. Okay, y'all. Besties, drop down in the comment section. Okay. Let me know what you think about Monique joining the cast again. What do you think will happen between her and Giselle? Honey, Ashley said, I need me an ally, honey. They need, it seems like they need one more housewife that will replace Karen, because we lost Karen and Mia. Whew, okay, Bravo. Come on. Tell us tomorrow Candace is coming back with that baby. Maybe she gonna wait. Maybe she is not fooling. She probably ain't fooling with Monique. But they don't have to film together, do they? I guess so. Okay, besties, drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the return of Monique. The franchise needs it, but I'm not a big Monique stan, but I'm here for it. I'm happy for Potomac because we need something. It was a little on the boring side, okay? So let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. Please like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you to my new subscribers. Hello. Thank you. Get comfortable. We have fun here. And make sure your notification bell is on. Ding dong. So that you know each and every time I post my content. And I'll be back, besties, with another recap. Bye, besties.